Dear students, today we are going to learn a chapter called bank reconciliation. So before even we start the chapter, let us understand the word reconciliation. It means matching. You're going to match cash book with passbook. What is cash book? Cash book is a book which is maintained by the accountant or the entrepreneur. They are going to record all the cash as well as checks received and whatever money they have spent or the checks they have given out. That means issued. So in the cash book, debit side is whatever cash or check which comes in, and credit side is the checks which are going out or the cash which are going out. Passbook is a book which is maintained at the banker's end. Every businessman has got a bank account and he expects the bankers to maintain a passbook. Now, passbook is a mirror image of cash book. Whatever cash comes in, you debit in cash book, but in passbook, you credit it. Same thing, whenever you're spending some money, the banker will debit that amount. So ideally, if I say cash book has got 500 as balance, your passbook should also have 500 as balance. Now that is a very ideal situation, but practically these two books never matches, and that is the reason this chapter we have to learn bank reconciliation. Let us first understand the reason why it does not matches. The first reason is called difference due to timing. Check issued by businessman. When I issue a check, what will my accountant do? He will record it in the cash book immediately. Which side? Credit side. Now I gave a check to Mr. Ram. Ram took the check, but because of the Eid holidays, 4 days he could not deposit the check. And after 4 days, he deposited. So in my bank, only on the fourth day, the cash will go out. For 4 days, ideally what has happened? In the cash book, the money has gone down, but not in the passbook. So there is a mismatch. Same thing, check deposited by the businessman. When will I deposit a check? When I get the check in my hand. So when I get a check in my hand, the first thing what I will be doing, I will record it in the cash book debit side. Once I do that, I'm supposed to take the check to the bank and deposit it. Now I forgot to do it, or maybe I went for a vacation. What happened? The bankers did not get the money, right? So obviously there is a difference. This is what we understand by the term difference due to timing. The next one is transaction recorded by bank. A businessman can give lot of standing instruction to the banker. One of this is paying the electricity bill or maybe the school fees. So end of the month, the banker will pay the electricity bill. Accountant will not know what is the amount unless bankers will tell him, isn't it? So when the banker is going to record it, banker will be where he will be recording in the debit side of passbook. And then after end of the week or probably end of the month, the banker will send a scanned copy of the passbook to the accountant. Then accountant will say, oh yes, there is a diva bill or there's an electricity bill, there's a school fees, this is the amount, so let me record it in the cash book. Only then the both side will match. Till then there will be a difference. Now talking about errors, we all know in accounts also you can do lot of errors, typo error, there could be a lot of different kinds of errors of principle, we can do it. So let's talk about a small error, that is typo error. Now I got a check of 1000. I gave it to my accountant. He being an extremely efficient guy, instead of writing 1000, he wrote 10,000. So what happened is in the cash book debit side, I wrote a figure of 10,000, but my banker, he wrote perfectly 1000. So then obviously there's a difference of 9,000, isn't it? So this is what happens. And this is the reason why we are doing bank reconciliation. Before we start to learn how to do it, let's learn the terms associated with bank reco. The first term is issue and drawn. Both means the same. It means that businessman has issued the check to one of his creditor. Now when I say issue the check, where is the first impact? The impact is on your cash book. And which side? Credit side. As you know, Credit side means cash going out or check going out, whatever you want to call it as. So you should know the impact. The impact is in the credit side. It means cash is decreasing. Let's look into deposited or paid into. The businessman is depositing a check in his bank. Now, before he deposits the check, he gets the check in his hand. His accountant will do what? He will record it in the cash book. Which side? Debit side. It means that your cash is increasing. All right. Then the word allowed is a new word. No, it's a very old word. But what does it mean in accounts? In accounts, allowed means to give. So if banker allowed interest, that means banker has given interest to you. Banker can give interest for many reasons. One of it is fixed deposit. Now banker will not come to your home and give you the money. Banker know your bank account. He is going to simply deposit that. Now when the banker deposit money in your bank account, where is the impact? In the passbook. The passbook increases, but nothing happens in the cash book unless the accountant knows or get the information about it. So it will take few days, and for that few days there is a difference in the balance. All right. Now talking about charges, again bankers can pay your electricity bill. Banker can charge you also for the services they provide. So same logic, the bankers will not come to your home and collect money. Bankers know your bank account and he is going to withdraw the money from there. The passbook goes down. Cash book will have no impact unless and until the banker notify it. Bill of exchange. Now bill of exchange is a complete big chapter for you, which is going to come up maybe after a few weeks. But till then, for this particular chapter, bill of exchange, you should be considering as a check received. All right. Don't even try to understand the meaning of bill of exchange, which we are going to learn later. At this point of time, just understand bill of exchange is check received. The next part is wrong credit and debit. What happens with a wrong credit or debit? Now, what is your credit side of passbook? Cash coming in. If the banker is doing a wrong credit, what happens to your passbook? It will increase. Same thing if there is a wrong credit on your cash book. Now cash book is your expense column, right? The credit side is the cash going out. If you're doing a wrong credit, what will happen over here? Your cash balance will be reduced. So you should understand which side is wrongly debited or credited before even understanding the impact on the cash. All right, so these are the prime or the most important terms which you have to understand. Now we are moving on to some tricks to do this chapter. Now we are going to learn the easy trick to do bank reco. You can start your sum either with your cash balance or your passbook balance as mentioned or asked in the sum. And then how you're going to do is that you consider your left hand as your cash book. So I'm keeping my left hand over here, which is my cash book, and right hand as my passbook. Once I do this, we will try to understand the transaction impact. What happens if the check is been issued but not presented? I told you what does check issued mean? Check issued means the proprietor is giving the check to someone. So obviously the accountant will record it in the cash book. That's the first impact. So when I issue the check, the first impact is my cash book, that is this hand, it will go down. All right, and then I have to see how do I match this cash book and passbook. If I'm starting my sum with a cash book, obviously I have to raise my hand. It means add or plus. All right, this is a very simple example. When we are doing the sum, you will understand it in a much better way. But at this point of time, just understand this easy trick. You're keeping two hands. Left hand is your cash book, right hand is your passbook. First, understand the transaction. Check issued, it means cash going down. Let's say that if it was check deposited, in that case what happens? Cash book goes high. In that case, cash book goes high. And how do you match it? By reducing it. Okay, by decreasing it. This is a trick, and this trick we are going to use in the while doing the sum. So let's see the sum over here. It's an example from the textbook. Over here, it's very clearly meant they are given 4 transactions, and after the 4 transactions, they have given you the cash balance as well as the bank balance. Now talking about cash balance, let's say that we are starting off the sum with cash balance. So immediately over here you will be writing balance as per cash book is 180. They have given a debit balance, so I have written here 180 as positive figure. And then I'm going to take you through with the 4 transactions. How will the impact of this 4 transaction would be on your sum? The first thing they are saying, check from Murari ji, Dinkar and Baliram were deposited into the account in March 19 but credited in April. Please understand when you're doing bank RECO, this date is very important. So you're doing the RECO for the month of 31st March 2019. So when I have deposited the check, okay, obviously I got the check in my hand, only then I can deposit. So when I get check in my hand, my cash book goes up. All right, the cash book goes up, but the bank balance will remain the same. So what am I supposed to do? How do I match it? How do I reconcile? I have to reduce this hand. So what you will see is that in the subtraction column, there are 2 columns, addition and subtract. In the subtraction column, I have subtracted these 3 figures. All right. Now, why did I do this? Because I'm starting with the cash balance, cash book balance. Okay. Now let's look into the next one. Check issued to Care Natwarlal to Dayabhai in the month of March, and what happened is the presentation happened in the month of April. You issued the check. When you issue the check, what happened to your cash book? Your cash book goes down. All right. Now, how do you match it? You have to raise your hand. That means you have to increase. So in your addition column, you will see 3, 5 and 3 has been added. Now let's look into the next one. A check of 1000 which has been received from the customer has been entered in the bank column in the cash book. You got a check and you recorded in the cash book. Cash book has increased. Your left hand has increased. How do you match it now? By bringing your left hand down. So if you see, the 1000 has been reduced. Now look into this part. Bank statement shows a credit of 2500. Now, what is your bank statement? There's nothing but your passbook shows a credit effect of 2500. As you know, the credit side of bank book is your debit side of cash book. That means you got 2500 in your passbook. So what will happen? Again, look into my hand. This is left side is the cash book and right side is the passbook. So if I get 2500 in the passbook, my passbook hand will increase. All right. Now, how do I match it? To match, I have to only move my cash book hand because I'm starting with the cash book. So I will raise this hand. That means I'm going to add 2500. If you see, I have added this figure. Debit side of passbook, exactly opposite. So 500 I have minused it. So this is a typical sum which comes in your exam. These are the 4 transactions. So now look into the calculation. I have written balance as per the cash book as 180. I have added this figure 11 and 2500. I have written 13500. I have done the sum of this 2 figure and the subtraction column has got total 9400. So you have noticed that the balance as per passbook is 1,84,100. Now if you see the sum, they had given you cash book as 180 and passbook as 184,100. So you understood how you do bank reconciliation. Ideally from 180 you are showing or telling us how the passbook has become 1,84,100. So this completes a sum, and this is one of the method where you start with the positive figure, you add and subtract. You can also do the same thing in a different method, which is called as plus and minus. Now let us do the same sum using the bank balance. I told you, you can start your sum from cash book or as per the passbook. So let us look into the passbook. That's the bank balance, 184 100. Now this is a credit balance. It means a positive balance. Okay. So that is the bank 184 100. Let's look into the first example. Check of Murari Dinkar has been deposited. Again, my hands will be the same. Cash book left hand and passbook right hand. So what has happened here is cash book will increase. Now I'm starting with the passbook, right? So now whatever adjustment has to be done, I have to do it with my right hand. So now I have to increase it. So what will happen over here? 7,900 I will be increasing. The increasing is nothing but your plus sign. All right. Same thing, the next one. Check has been issued. Issued to whom? To CARE and all those people. The check has been issued. What happened to my passbook? Passbook has gone down. So how do I match my the check cash book has gone down. So how do I match my passbook now? I will reduce it this way. Again, reducing means minus. So you will see the minus is written 11,000 here. All right. So both the methods are the same thing. Over here you have written plus and minus. Over here written add and subtract. Whatever you're comfortable, you can choose. There is nothing right and wrong in this. Okay, so as per your school, you can take any of the method. I don't think your teachers will object if you select your own way of doing things. So over here, I have done the plus and minus figures. I will add up and see which side is bigger. So the side of plus is bigger. Then I will take the difference, that is 193,500 minus 13,500. I get 180. So if you noticed, the bank balance was 184 and what did I get in the end? Cash balance of 180. So this is how you do bank reconciliation. Now the most important thing which you have to understand, students make a mistake. I have written it in the note. Cash book showing debit balance, like in this sum, it means positive or plus, and passbook, as it is a mirror image, if it is showing a credit balance, it means it is positive. So look, I have written below plus sign. But at times what happens is in the sum, they might say cash book carries a credit balance or overdraft or unfavorable balance. If that was the case written here, you would have written 180 here, but with a brackets, which means it's a minus sign. Same thing with passbook. If they say passbook shows a debit balance, overdraft or unfavorable, that means you will start with the passbook not over here as plus, but you will put the figure in the minus sign. This is a very important note and you have to look into it properly when you are looking into any sum. Usually in school, they purposely say that passbook carries a debit balance and students start writing it in the plus sign because the word debit always sounds like it is plus. But if passbook carries a debit balance, you should be sure that it is a negative balance. All right, I hope it is very much clear. This signs which I have put, the left hand side is the cash book sign. You can see the thumbs up means cash going up, thumbs down going down. Same over here, this is your passbook, passbook going up, passbook going down. I have put it so that you can refer it later and understand what does this sign mean to you. Now let's move on to the next part of it. The next part is some typical transactions which might come in your exam and which will help you to cover the entire chapter. Let's look into the first part of it. Check of 5K and 3K deposited on which date? 28th of March. We are doing reconciliation as it is mentioned for the month of March. Check of 5K was collected on 2nd April. Now this is an indirect way of telling you what happened to the 3K. It means that you have got 3K, but 5K you did not get as per the date, that is as per March. So your cash book has gone up by 8K, but your passbook has gone up by only 3K. Now, if you're doing your sum as per cash book, then what are you supposed to do? You have to match your cash book and passbook. How do you match it? by reducing your cash book by what amount? 5k. If you reduce 5k, your cash book will become 3k, and it tallies, or I can say it reconcile. Now look into the second one. Check of 5k and 3k deposited on 20th of March. Only check of 5k was banked. This is a straight way of telling you that 5k bankers have got. So 8k cash book has got, but banker has got only 5k. Now let's say that you're starting your sum as per the passbook. Then what you're going to do? You're going to add 3k over here. Only then you will match it with the cash book. Always use that hand method. You will never go wrong. Debtors deposited directly in the bank as 5k. What will happen? The passbook increases by 5k, but no impact in the cash book. Bank charges minus in the passbook. Cash book credit side undercast by 2k. Now the word undercast and overcast is again something which you will encounter or see many a time in this chapter. When I use the word undercast, let me put it in a very simple word. Undercast means unrecorded. All right, so you will have no confusion. The word undercast and the word unrecorded. So cash book credit side undercast by 2k. That means in the credit side of cash book, you have not recorded an expense. Now what will happen in such case is very important to understand. If you don't record an expense in the cash book, ultimately your cash balance will increase. This is what we have to understand. Let me reopen the slide for you. All right, so this is what we have to understand. The next one is amount received entered twice in cash book. If you enter 2k 2 times, obviously your cash book will increase. So your cash book must have shown 4k and passbook 2k. You have to take a call from which balance you're starting your sum. Accordingly, you will increase or reduce. Interest allowed, as I told you, allowed means interest given by the bank. Obviously, in the passbook, you will record 3k. Bill discounted, dishonored of 4k. What did I tell you? What is bill of exchange for this chapter? Check. Check got dishonored. Now, this is a very interesting one, and students usually go wrong with it. Now, if I get a check, okay, I'm just using my hands here. If I get a check, what happens? My cash book increases. Then what do? I go to the bank and deposit the check, but the check bounced. That means in my passbook, I did not get any money. So if I'm doing this sum as per the cash book, I got to reduce my cash book. All right. So check bill discounted dishonored means check bounced in simple words. So you will never go wrong with this transaction. Debit side of passbook is overcast by 2k. Now what is the debit side of passbook? Passbook's debit side is basically your expense side, isn't it? So now your overcast, that means you are recorded more than what is required. So if I record more expense in the passbook, obviously the balance of passbook will reduce. Okay, so never go with the word overcast and undercast. You have to combine that and understand whether it is debit or credit. Only based on that you can take a call. All right, I hope this part is clear. The same thing I have recorded it in the remember part, the undercast, the other important things. I'm sure with this you understand the entire chapter. Now the next slide contains a small test. It's a very small test of 20 marks. And if you understand this test, I can assure you that you understood this chapter. For that, what I would like you to do, please do this test and then send this paper as a PDF to me by email. I will check it and reply back to all of you. With this, I end this chapter. Thank you.